clapping. No clapping. Welcome to Elmer's World. La 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 la. Elmer's World. How are you? Lovely. I'm sure you're lovely. I'm sure you're great. Just having a lovely fucking day like me, right? Lovely Friday. Thank fucking Jesus, baby, dick Christ that it's Friday, right? No, we don't care. It's just another fucking day. It's just another year. It's not even the year 2025. It's the year 4 billion something. So, yeah, guess what? Fuck yourselves. You'll feel better. If you fuck yourself, you'll feel a lot better. Trust me. I fuck myself every day. If I didn't fuck myself every day, I don't know who would. Who's gonna fuck me if I don't fuck me? I figured I'd go live. I've got plenty of time to kill. The real money doesn't start coming in until later, so yeah. We're killing time. We figured we'd go live, panhandle for some watch time, smoke some cigarettes, talk some shit, get a breathing exercise. Ooh, a little windy. A little schwindy out today, boys. If you're in Michigan, you might want to bundle the fuck up. It's kind of cold. Yeah, it's a little cold out today. But that doesn't stop us. It never stops us. We just bundle up more. That's it. Because we live in Michigan. I've been getting into it with people on Facebook today. That's been fun. Arguing with some piece of shit that I used to work for. That was fun. I make fun of people, and I make fun of people, and then I make fun of people, and I post it on my Facebook, and then these stupid assholes that I've been friends with forever come in and comment. It's like, first, they make the mistake of thinking I give a fuck. Second, they make the mistake of like thinking I give a fuck. And then third, they think that I give a fuck. And you typing some words into a phone and sending it to me on a screen doesn't really affect my food, level of income, or sex. So if feeding, fucking, and paying my bills, you're not affecting any of that, we're pretty good. You can say whatever you want. You say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want, because as long as you're not affecting my money, my pussy, or my, ability to keep myself going, I don't give a fuck. So yeah, I've been getting into it with people on Facebook. That's been fun. That's been interesting. I was pointing out the fact that this big, fat, dumb piece of shit that I was looking at, he's just sitting there in the car like a big blob piece of shit, which he could be doing at home. He could just sit at home being a blob piece of shit. But he's sitting in his car and his wife is loading all the groceries, and I'm like, if you don't have to be here, why the fuck are you here? That was my thing on Facebook. If you don't have to be at Walmart and you're gonna send your poor wife to go get the groceries no matter what by herself, basically, and you're just sitting in the car like a tub of shit, why the fuck are you here? You could be a tub of shit at home and not stink up the vehicle. So I started that, I said that, and then my friend Randy got a little upset. He's like, you're just blah 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 blah. And I'm like, Randy, don't even. And then Randy wanted to start some shit. So then I have a really good memory. My memory is so good that if you fuck with me, I'm gonna bring up the worst thing I remember about you every time. But that's only if you fuck with me, and that's because I have really good memory. So it's like, don't fuck with me or my memory. That's really it. So then I had to inform Randy of like, hey, I remember that time that I got fired from that job because I listened to you because you were a drunk piece of shit. We were doing these carbide blades, very small. You have to be within a 1/100,000th of an inch, and it's all precise shit. We were measuring these blades. He told me, he's like, you don't have to measure this one side. It's good. Just measure the middle and the left side. Don't measure the right side. So I ran like 1,000 parts. I did like 1,000 parts that way, where I only checked the middle and I only checked the left. Next thing you know, I'm getting called into the office like, Elmer, all these parts are fucked up. Get that micrometer. Check this part. What's that say? And I'm like, it's fucked up. You fucked up $20,000 worth of parts because I was listening to my drunk ass piece of shit foreman, whose name is Randy. So Randy has like 4 kids. At that time, I didn't want to throw him under the bus. I was like, I'm gonna lose my job no matter what. There's no reason to tell my boss that Randy, drunk piece of shit asshole, told me to not check that side. So I just took the loss, and I didn't want to throw him under the bus. But then today he's on my Facebook trying to give me shit, and it's like, dude, you're a drunk piece of shit living in your own little home, small town. Like, just because everyone in your small shithole town knows you doesn't mean you're an influencer. It doesn't mean you're any fucking big deal. Like, whoop-de-doo. Everyone in your small shithole town knows you because you've been at every fucking bar every fucking night of your life. You fucking cocksucking piece of shit. I'm breathing exercise. This is, I don't get to talk to many people. I'm an isolationist. I'm stuck in my fucking car all day, and then when I go home, I'm stuck by myself all day. So I don't get many breathing exercises. I don't get to talk to many people. When I do, it's a short-lived, short burst of, oh, thank you. Yeah, here's your groceries. Now give me my $30. Bye. It's so easy, dude. I'm doing Walmart delivery. It's called Spark. It's basically the DoorDash of Walmart, and it's so fucking easy. So easy. I don't have to wait for food. I don't have to spill drinks. I don't have to do dumb shit like that. I literally wait for the offer to come through on my phone. If it's a good enough offer, I take it. There's shopping orders, and then there's pickup orders. The pickup orders take longer because you got to wait for the fat, retarded Walmart employees to bring out your shit and have it all organized. If you get a shopping order, like I just did probably 10 minutes ago, well, nice to meet you, Spitfire. I just got a fucking shopping order 10 minutes ago for 4 items. 2 of them were 2 cases of water and like 2, well, actually it counted as 1 item, but it was like 5. Couple things of fucking 7-Up and a couple cases of water. I went 2 miles. I got $15 for it. It's so easy. It's stupid simple. So that's what I do. That's why I'm in my car. That's why I have time to create. That's why I've been... When I'm not doing anything, I'm always doing something. That's it. In the downtime where I know it's kind of lunch rush and everyone's out getting their own shit, I might as well go live and say hi and kill some time and breathing exercise. Literally, if you talk all the time, you probably don't understand what I'm talking about. If you're around people all the time and you have a family and you have like coworkers and shit, how many days do you go in a row without speaking? And then how much time are you speaking in those days? I've gone a long time recently barely talking to anybody. Barely. Where the length of the conversation is like 5 minutes at max. I don't think I've actually had a long format conversation with anybody in a long time. So I basically have to resort to monologuing into a fucking phone on YouTube so I can panhandle for watch time, and I can also try to be entertaining, and I can also just be myself and just rant rave. It's a rant rave. That's it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for liking the video. Thanks for giving me attention. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the attention I can get. Attention, read all about it. Yeah, we got some big upcoming news. Yeah, we got some news coming in at you. Yeah. Have you read the news today? Hey, have you heard the news? Dewey Cox died today. We're just saying, hey. Never thought of it that way. What is that? What is it that you never thought of? I missed it. I've always thought of it that way. Is like, I'm not... When you talk, you get a breathing exercise. When you go days without talking, I feel kind of like it's almost like your lungs. Most of the time, we're just breathing in this nasty air right here. We're just short breaths. Once in a while, I'll do my breathing exercise where I'll push as much fucking air out as I can, and then I'll let my animal naturally inhale, where I'm not voluntarily inhaling, I'm just voluntarily pushing all the fucking air out, and it feels like, oh, instead of breathing on that fucking top realm of just nasty, push it all out, get it the fuck out. It helps. All meditation and breathing techniques is just a way to get yourself lightheaded. If you sit in a certain pose, you can cut the circulation off and you'll feel more lightheaded. I used to do nitrous oxide a lot. I do whippets quite a bit. I wouldn't do them like normal people would do them. I'd get the biggest balloon I could. But I'd sit in my meditation pose and I'd fucking... I notice when I look at the camera, people are like, I can't. As long as I don't look at the camera and I'm not that intense, then everything's okay. No, I used to do whippets and I'd sit in my meditation pose and I cut the circulation off to my fucking body by crossing my legs and sitting like that. You get way higher. I've done every fucking technique. Every every drug that I really got, that I really liked, I always was very scientific about it. I found the best way to do the acid or the best way to do the mushrooms or under these circumstances and doing this. And a lot of people don't like to trip alone. I've noticed that. A lot of people do not like to trip alone. And it's like, that's where the real progress is made. If you want any progress in your life, you got to trip alone by yourself. Oh, that's scary. It is scary. It's the most fucking scared you'll ever be in your life when there's no reference point. When you're tripping by yourself and you see something, you're like, oh my God, did you? And you turn to somebody and there's nobody there because you're tripping alone. It's like, oh fuck, I'm alone. Oh fuck, I'm alone. And then that sinking feeling, it just, dude. But once you make it through it, it's nothing but fucking butterflies and rainbows on the other side. You literally don't die. You're not gonna die. You're not gonna physically die. You might egotistically die. You're gonna have some ego disillusion and all ego death and all that good stuff. But it won't be you. You'll come back. You'll always come back, unless you do fentanyl. If you're doing fentanyl, you will not come back. I've been home alone recovering from the fuckery of cancer and chemo, and I never thought of how much I didn't talk to others for blocks of time. Yeah, yeah, that's it. We're animals, and we depend on the oxygen flow. And when your oxygen flow is very just, I've been sitting at home with chemo and cancer, and I don't have a lot of it. It's, I literally do this to get a conversation going, even if it's with myself. Yes, once you know your ego is something to play with, it's not something so concrete and severe. Everyone treats it like, this is real. This has got to be real. Look at my furrows of worry, my big bank account, and my family. This has got to be real. And it's not real. It's not really real. It's all relatively real. You know, relative to the size of your steeple. The beautiful people. I've had plenty of ego death. But again, it kind of reinforced my ego as well in a way of, I want to play with it. I'm all about the play. I want to have fun every day and play. And, well, you got to be serious. Yes, you have to take things serious. You have to be sincere. But you don't have to be so fucking severe. It's temporary. We die. We all die and we all live forever. You have like two beings inside of you at once. Everyone has a split personality. They don't explore it and they don't recognize it a lot of the time. But once you do the research into yourself and you research and research and research, I tickle myself too. Absolutely. That's the best part. And whether you're tickling yourself physically or mentally or just, it's the stimulation. Going live and getting some feedback from you guys helps me stimulate myself more. So in an autistic way, this is my form of stimming. I'm stim. I don't have the like twitchy like ADD autism kind of shit. Mine is still internal, where I'm internally going crazy all the time. I can keep it pretty cool and collected and calm and whatever the fuck, but no, it's an energy. The energy never dies, and we're not separate from the energy. My grandmother just passed away recently from cancer, and she was the grandmother I was the closest with. And I don't feel like she's gone, because I know she is not gone. It's energy. The earth peoples, like an apple tree apples, and the earth peoples, and people come out of it, and what nature wants is the energy back. The nature doesn't really care what you do with that ego or that animal or that body or that human or whatever word you made up and put onto it, whatever labeling shit you put onto it. Nature doesn't give a fuck. Nature just knows it's going to get your energy back, the body back, one way or the other. Whether you burn it, whether you bury it, whether you fucking shoot it out of a cannon up to the moon, the energy still goes back because it's all transformed. So it's like, hey, Spitfire, yeah, I understand. I'm grieving still, and I'm still, I don't know, I feel like I'm not as bad as I was a month ago. About a month, the last month has been very hard. The first Christmas without the grandmother, things like that. So it's not just me who's affected, my whole fucking family. This whole fucking holiday season has been not quite a pleasant holiday season. It's very distant and very just like, we're We don't give a fuck. We gave a fuck because Nana gave a fuck, and Nana gave a fuck because she loves us and she knew better than us because she was older than all of us. So, not all old people get wise, but oh man, I'll be right back. Still feel tender. Understood. Yes. If I tuned out for a second, it's because I'm checking my Walmart orders. I can't miss out on the money. So, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your situation, Spitfire. I hope you the best. Wish you the best. We'll keep you in our thoughts. I pray, I guess, but I don't pray. It's not about praying. It's to me, I just. Nothing is random. Get you money. Absolutely. If you could really grasp, if you can accept that nothing is random, it makes your life way lighter. And it sucks because when you say nothing is random, then the cancer's not random. Then the little kid getting killed isn't random. Then this and this and this and all the bad and all the good, it's not random. It's still out of our control. Like that's, I guess it's not a cop out, but it sounds like a cop out when I hear myself say it. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a cop out. It's hard to explain something that can't be explained, and yes, it all has purpose, absolutely. It's there to teach you. It's there to teach us. Every tragedy, every horror, every comedy, everything, it's all, that's where comedy comes from. It's from the tragedy. We have to have fun with it. Same thing with it goes right back to the ego. People that can't have fun with their ego, they can't have fun with this made up thing that they are. Physically, yeah, I'm a body. Physically, here's my hands, my paws, my claws, whatever you want to call it. But for the most part, this is temporary meat suit. It's going to get tumors, it's going to get cancer, it's going to get diabetes. It's all depending on what I put in it. And then the other half of it, it doesn't matter what you put in it. It's still just genetics. It's still predetermined bullshit. They're learning a lot more. They're learning so much more. All things work together for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. And if that's how you want to put it, and that's how it works for you, go for it. I'm not a religious person, but that's because I don't have faith, I have experience. My psychedelic experiences let me meet Jesus. It wasn't like I met Jesus as a man. To me, personally, what Jesus would be is an all-loving awareness. It's an all-loving, all-knowing, unconditionally loving awareness, like a unified field of consciousness. So it's like the scientific version, the biblical version. We could smash them all together and just say, here's a bunch of labels for some good shit. Here's some good, orderly direction. If you want God to stand for anything, good, orderly direction. If you don't have good, orderly direction, then you're forgetting about God. If God is all loving, all knowing, all conscious, then the opposite of that would be the devil, right? That'd be unconscious. So people who are unconscious are kind of being devilish. They're being ignorant. They're being unaware. That's what really hurts my heart is when people are fucking they're willfully ignorant. They're willfully ignorant. They know, you know they fucking know, but they're going to pretend like they don't know, and they're going to gaslight you into thinking that, I don't know what you mean. I think that's number one pet peeve of mine is gaslighting, but it's just the reality denial, the denying of reality. It's dangerous. It's dangerous to be around because I never believed in angels and demons and all that shit. I never believed in that. It's still a metaphor. It's still an analogy for whatever you believe. But to me personally, in the last few years I moved down to Detroit, close to Detroit, too close to Detroit. And I got to meet a lot of demons, and I met a lot of angels, and I met a lot of saints, and I met a lot of sinners, and nobody's better than anybody, but it's still your actions and what you choose to do in your prerogative. The prerogative is whatever you fucking choose to do. I mean, it's such a contradiction, conundrum, paradox, whatever, because like, well, nothing's random, so you're not in control. But yet, it's free will, and you're absolutely in control, and you have free will to choose to do whatever the fuck you want. You want to be a Satan worshiper and fucking lie and steal and cheat and be a nasty, unconscious piece of fucking low life shit? That's your choice. Go for it. You want to be more good, orderly direction and more heavenly and more understanding and peaceful and tranquil and patient? Go for it. That's some good, orderly direction right there. But for the most part, it's up to us. It's an individual choice. It's individual. It's all individual. No matter what your parents taught you, no matter what your preachers and teachers taught you. I got to check this. I'll be right back. We're not doing that offer. No, no, no. That offer that I just checked, no. You'll get offers like that. You can't see it, but it was like, go 16 miles for $8 because these people are not tipping. No, no. And those people will wait all fucking. The people that order Walmart delivery shit and they don't tip, they're going to wait for fucking ever. You'll wait until tomorrow because nobody out here in their right mind is going to go that far for that little amount of money. So, yeah. That's right, your personal experience. Absolutely. It's all personal, it's all very individual. I've noticed that's becoming the problem, though, is everything is individual. It's an individualistic society, that there's no more community. And if there is a community, it's online. It's in the group, or it's in the fucking YouTube chat, or it's... We have these groups and communities now, but they're all digital. And you're not getting the actual... I mean, I'm still getting... Here, let me correct myself and slow down for a second. I am still getting engagement, I guess. So, like, we are one. I'm still getting the engagement. I'm going to finish this thought, and then I'll go right to that, because I know all about oneness. Trust me. I've been there. I've been to the single-celled organism that started. You want to call it multiverses or universes or the multi. It's still a fractal. It's a holographic, hologram, quantum, entangled web of just words. Words. The words are not reality. That's more of a reality than what I just said. The sounds, the noises. In the beginning, there was the word. You could say sound. And then you get into scientific somatics. Yeah, it's all sound. Everything is formed by sound. If there was no sound, there would be no form. You want to clap cheeks? Absolutely, Tom. Jesus Christ, Tom. I was just saying I wanted to clap cheeks with somebody, and Tom's like, you want to clap cheeks with me? And I was like, yeah, Tom, I'll clap cheeks with you. Come bring your cheeks over here and I'll clap them. Yeah, Tom, thanks. I'm a good person, okay, Tom? Jesus. That's my impression of a girl who thinks she's a good person. I'm a good person. It's okay, I'm a good person. Bitch, if you're telling me you're a good person, I guarantee you're not a good person. Anybody who's saying that, anyone who says shit like that, it's always the opposite. But I'm a good person. Is that why I'm smashing your head into my windshield right now? Because you're such a good person? But the weight of words stay with people for a long life, for a lifetime. If they're stupid, if you're stupid enough to let words dictate how you feel, that's on you. And the only reason I say it so vehemently is that I'm not interested in that coddling. But the words are grunts and groans. It's a slapping of the vocal cords, sounds coming out of an animal's face. But they told me I should kill myself, so I went home and I killed myself. Then you deserved to die. You were too fucking weak and pathetic, and you let words hurt your feelings. Guess what I grew up with? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. But the meaning, yeah, you know what those fucking words mean there, Spitfire? The words are sounds that mean more sounds. And what do those words mean? They mean more words. Well, let's look up the definition of that word. What's it mean? Oh, more words. Wait, look, what's the definition of that word? Oh, more words. What's that mean? What's that mean? What's that mean? Doesn't mean a motherfucking thing. It's a sound. But words came to kill me. Oh, fuck. I gotta check my orders. You want me to Do you want me to give you a good example, Spitfire? I'm going to be really crude. I'm going to be really offensive. I'm going to give you guys a warning that the word I'm going to say is going to be very inappropriate. It's going to be very extreme. But at the same time, I'm proving a point. I'll lean in for this one too for you. I want you all to really take notice of this because it's a really great point that just popped into my head. Did you know that the word nigger never hung anybody? The word nigger never killed anybody, not once. The word itself never took a black person and strung them up by a rope and a tree and hung that person. Same thing with lesbian or dyke or faggot. The word faggot has never killed a gay person. You know what I mean? The word itself has never actually hurt anybody physically. It's all this mental, emotional, weak, pathetic bullshit that humans are subjected to, but they subject themselves to it because they give the power to the words when the power should be with the action. So the same thing with politicians. Words, 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 words. Believe me, vote for me. Vote for me. I'm a panhandler dressed really well. Words, 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 words. Then they get into office and then they're like, I ain't doing the motherfucking thing that I said I was going to do. I'm just going to do what the fuck I want to do because now I got the power. All I had to do was say a bunch of words to these stupid fucking idiots and they fucking voted me in and now I got all the power. So fuck them. You know what I mean? I got to check this. Shit offers. Just more bullshit offers. Nothing good. Nothing worth it. So anyways, what were we saying? Oh, yeah, words. They don't have power unless you give them power. If somebody calls me a faggot and I want to go and punch them in the face because they called me a faggot or they called me a cocksucker and I go punch them in the face, I let the word control me enough to get into a physical altercation, then get a police charge against me or crime. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Wow, my terrible, wonderful new buddy. It's a yin yang. You know what I mean? It's a fucking yin yang. It's the whole thing. I don't want to be nothing but negative. I don't want to be nothing but positive. That's stupid. There's so many people that already do that shit. And you know what we think of them? Fake, fake, fake. I am always positive. Everything is perfect. Me and my wife have never had an argument ever. Okay, you're probably fucking kids somewhere. What about this person? Well, I can't tell you the last time I had a bad day because I never had a bad day in my life. Okay, you're probably drunk all the fucking time then, and nobody likes you. So it's all this nonsensical, yeah, it's all nonsense with these people all the time. If you really wake up, you're only going to become more annoyed. I don't advocate for waking up. Because I used to say, here, you got to take these mushrooms, you got to wake up. Here's this acid, you got to wake up. Here's this DMT, you got to wake up. Nope, that's not my job. My job is not to wake anybody up. Yeah, they said the good die young, so I've done my share. Absolutely. Only the good die young. Well, we don't want you to die, Spitfire. What we want you to do is enjoy the time you have remaining, no matter what it is. You got 90 fucking years, you got 90 seconds, enjoy it. Make the most of it because it's still being here now. To be here now, be in the moment. This is the only moment that exists. The future's in your head, the past is in your head. All that shit is dead. It's dead thinking, dead thoughts from dead people. Why did you retract your message, Tom? You fucking faggot. I'd like to try a mushroom. If you have cancer, it's, to me, any kind of terminal illness, whether it is terminal or not, it's a really good thing for cancer patients, really good thing for veterans, really good thing for people with PTSD. That's the same thing that they're talking about with the Ibogaine. Ibogaine and Rogan. Joe Rogan he just had Rick Perry, Governor Rick Perry, and this other guy who looks like Zach Galifianakis. It's the best Joe Rogan podcast I've seen in a long time. Informative, and they're showing a Republican diehard, like anti-psychedelic guy switch his script and flip his mind and be like, Mad Honey Talk, if you do it on a happy day. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Time's an illusion. You got to let the past go with forgiveness. You got to let the future go with no anticipation. Once you realize you're just here now, you're always stuck in the moment. That's it. Shrooms, always. 5 grams or more. 5 grams, dried grams, 5 dried grams or more by yourself at night in the dark. Make sure you have some cannabis. Make sure you have music. Make sure you have a backup plan, but then don't actually have a plan. Everyone tells you to go into it with intentions. Did you come into the world with intentions? Were you sitting there in your mom's womb, like, intending a bunch of shit to happen? Were you? Really? I remember going to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra on an eighth of these Puerto Rican mushrooms. That was the worst trip of my life. That was by far the most intense, worst trip, other than the DMT I smoked when I was peaking on acid. I guess that was number one most profound, life-changing, life-altering experience of my life. But eating mushrooms and going to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra at the Palace of Auburn Hills in Michigan, oh my God. Oh my God. That was so stupid. That was the stupidest fucking trip I ever took in my life. Stupid meaning, like, not a good idea. Like, not a good idea. I thought I was sitting way up nosebleed section. At one point I looked down and the whole fucking floor just turned into sheep. Everyone just turned into sheep. Man. I'm like, oh my fucking, what the fuck's happening? I look over, the drum riser starts melting. Everyone starts turning into sheep. There's people, they start talking shit about my inner dialogue, and I'm like, how can you hear my voice? It was nuts. Where you been, bro? I've been here, bro. Been waiting. You do lives. Holla at your boy, Bomber. Your boy, Bomber. Boy 251, cheer. Holla at your boy, Bomber. We're back. We're here. We've been working on music. That's what we've been doing. We've been working on music. My other channel is called I Did Not Die, but it's I spelled like your eye. And it's all one word. EYEDIDNOTDIE. That's where I've been spending most of my time, because that channel's monetized. I have music. I make music. I've made 2,100 songs in the last 6 months. Thank you to AI. I write the lyrics. I've got notebooks of 20 years of my life, and I've just been creative. I got a laptop recently. That's where I've been. I play everything. My main thing was drums. That was my major, was percussion, drums. I did marching band. I did all that good shit. That's where I learned timing and all that. Frosty song was good. Yeah. Frosty the crack man. Frosty the coke man, the blow man. Like, he's smoking crack and his pipe had some crack in it. I've had that thought in my mind every fucking Christmas season for the last like 15 to 20 years. I'm like, one day I'll make this. One day I'll actually, here's the argument with the AI, because I just got into it with my friend earlier. He's like, well, I wish you wouldn't do that. I know you got the skills to just make your own music. And I was like, okay, fucking idiot. Are you trying to tell me that you're going to give the guitar credit for the song? What? What do you mean, Elmer? It'd be like Eddie Van Halen. Play it by yourself, Eddie. Don't use a guitar. Don't use a tool. Okay, then you're going to come up with nothing. But once you have that tool in your hands, Eddie, Eruption. Plays Eruption. You don't give the credit to the guitar. You give the credit to Eddie Van Halen, the one playing the fucking instrument. So, instrument, tool, that's what AI is. It's an instrument. It's a tool. Who the fuck is playing it? Well, I'm playing it. And guess what comes out of it? That whole fucking channel you can go check out with 2,100 fucking songs of every fucking genre you could imagine. That's where I've been. So it's still, I get the fucking credit. I'm the one prompting this shit. I'm the one writing the lyrics. I'm the one putting in the time. Eddie Van Halen's a perfect example for me, because you're not going to give the guitar credit for what Eddie Van Halen can do with the guitar. So everyone has the same tool. You guys all have ChatGPT. You all have fucking Flux. You all have access to the same shit I have access to, because everything I do is free. Everything I've been doing is free. I've been doing it for free. So if I can do it, why can't anyone else? So then I guess that levels the playing field. It's the same thing with the guitar. Eddie Van Halen could be like, if some dickhead came up to Eddie and was like, I don't like that you play it that good. You shouldn't play it that good. That's basically what they're saying. Why can't I play it that good? Get a fucking brain and use it. Act like you know what you're doing. I don't know. I know what the fuck I'm doing because I've been a musician for 20 fucking years. I've recorded my own albums. I've been into professional studios. I went to Lansing LCC and fucking, I remember recording an album there. It was for my one buddy's band. Slow down, Elmer. Slow down. It was for my one buddy's band, and I joined the band, and then they happened to be recording. They were the band that was going to be used for the recording class. The recording class was using us as the example of here's how you record a band. We got to record for free. We got it professionally engineered. We got the copy. It was great. That was part of the deal. We obviously, it's all about who you know. But now that AI is here, and I've been a poor piece of shit for the last 10 fucking years of my life and had to sell my musical equipment, I'm using AI as a tool. It's just a tool. It's an instrument. Anyone can use it for anything. I guess it's the same grandpa geezer mentality of like, well, I don't understand the email thing. I don't understand that Facebook. Well, guess what? Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's like not going to take off and be the number one fucking trending thing in the entire fucking world. And we're all going to use it because it's a better tool than the tools we've been given before. It's an upgrade. That's it. So if you're not using ChatGPT, it's okay. You don't have to. Maybe you're already stable. Maybe your life is financially set. Maybe you have no reason to use it. But then again, you can come up with... It's like having a fucking PhD personal assistant. Literally. Like, I don't talk to humans as much anymore because if I ask Google, that's one example, that takes way too long. ChatGPT is much more efficient than Google. If I ask a person, well, that person is a stupid idiot human with their emotional bias and their own personal bias. I'd rather ask ChatGPT because I get a way more well-formulated thought and opinion and an answer. And third, I don't want to ask people because I don't want to waste their time. I see so many people that are willing to waste everyone else's time by asking stupid fucking questions to Facebook. Hey, you dumb bitch. The time you spent fucking on that Facebook post, you could already had your fucking answer. But again, there's so many people that don't have a life to get to. So they just like, if you're not concerned with getting the fuck out of people's way, you're probably more in the way. So there's a lot of people that are in the way, but yeah, nothing random, remember. I know, that's the hardest part. If you're a being like me and you've been enlightened and you know that everything is one, we're all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There's no such thing as death. Life is only a dream, and we're the imaginations of ourselves. Once you understand that and really fully understand it because you've experienced it, what do you do with life after that? What if you were stuck in the moment all the time, every moment, you're stuck in the now, and you know everything about everything because nothing's that fucking hard to figure out? It's pretty isolating. It's pretty isolating because that's how the first cell started out. There was one. It all started with one. Just one. And that one got real bored and said, I need some kind of entertainment. There needs to be something. So then one turned into two. Whoa, now we got two things in the universe. Well, it wasn't even called the universe. And those two got bored with each other. So then those two split in half. And then now there's 8. Wait, what? There's 4. Oh, okay. And then there's 8. Then there's 16. Then there's 32. Then it's just exponential. And here we are. Every single moment of your life has led you here. Don't you feel pleased? Well, what's this damn fog? That's the cancer. That's the cancer. Cancer's kind of foggy. A little bit of groggy. My one grandma had cancer for like 20 fucking years before she died. And what my mom said is, she's too mean. Not even Satan wants her. There is no heaven or hell. This is it. There is no heaven or hell. There is no afterlife. There is no before life or afterlife. There's just life. And you're living it. And this is your life. Middle finger. Absolutely. I appreciate the middle finger. I do. I really appreciate it. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite symbols of just, I like power, though. Power, still an illusion.